Hi Virgo. Welcome to your weekly reading for January 24th to the 30th. I also wanted to take a quick second to thank everyone for subscribing, for liking, for viewing, and commenting on my videos. It's so helpful for the channel, and I'm so grateful for your support. So thank you so much for being here, and I hope you know that how much I appreciate your presence. Okay, so this week for you, Virgo, it feels like you're going to be in your thoughts a lot. And it feels like you're getting ready to transition into something new. And I feel like you are assessing or processing the transition in itself, because it feels like there's a saying goodbye or leaving something behind from a place of acceptance. It's like you're kind of taking a look at some kind of situation in your life, and maybe for some of you, it's like accepting maybe something for what it is and not really needing it to be any different. It's almost like you're letting go of something that you've been holding on to for a really long time. And you're coming into this place of acceptance, and that acceptance is giving you some peace on the inside. It's like being able to finally come to a resolution within yourself. And it feels like you're kind of in this place of mentally, emotionally, spiritually, kind of preparing yourself for something new, for something different. And I feel like you don't really necessarily know what this new path is going to look like for you, but all you know is that there's something new on the horizon. It's like you're realizing that there's some area in your life that no longer is either resonating with you, or you're just seeing that you're ready to make some kind of shift, that you're ready to move on from something, you're ready to let something go. And I feel like this week is almost about really coming back to yourself and sitting with yourself, allowing yourself to be in a state of inner peace and in a place of, it's almost like just like this quiet meditation. Like your everyday life is just in this, you're in a state of deep presence. Oh, wow, look at that. Okay, so your theme for this week is change and potential. So there's definitely a change coming up here for you, and I know you can feel it. I know you can sense it. It's a good change. I think that you are going to be excited for it, because I think that you see it's an opportunity for you to have a new beginning. You're excited for the surprises, you're excited for opportunities, you're excited for maybe new connections, new relationships, new friendships. It's like you're starting over. You're giving yourself the opportunity to start over. And it's almost like this bittersweet kind of thing, because, oh, that's so funny, because I was really thinking that this card was going to pop out. Okay, sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself here. It feels kind of bittersweet because your new chapter is exciting. It's like you're ready for something refreshing and new, but at the same time, there's this bidding something goodbye, finally putting something to rest, and finally allowing it to just, it's like you're surrendering it. Whatever it needs to be, that's what I'm going to be okay with. And then I'll move from there. I'll shift from where I am. It's a beautiful surrender. And you're just kind of in this place of solitude, almost like solitude and peace and meditation, for kind of gearing yourself up for what's coming up here for you. I love that there's a potential card, because it's you're seeing the future with optimism. It's not like this doom and gloom kind of thing. It's like, oh wow, I wonder what's in store for me. I wonder what's coming up for me now. So there is an optimism to the future here. So very beautiful. And I think that it's going to surprise you in many ways. I feel like there's a lot of gifts and blessings that are coming in for you that is going to open you up to some newer things that maybe you wouldn't have thought of to go after previously. So there's some like new stuff coming up here for you that's going to broaden your horizons. It's going to expand your life in a way. Yeah. Okay. Let's get into. It's so interesting because when I was tuning into your energy before, when I was meditating on you, Virgo, this is the card that came up into my mind, and I almost I almost said it. I almost said, I wonder if the Queen of Swords is going to come up, and it'd be funny if it was the first card that came up, and it really was, because this is kind of this is the energy that I was seeing for you. Like you're kind of in this place of assessing. You know, you are using you're processing. You are kind of also, Queen of Swords is also someone who's very practical and realistic. You know, she's aware of what is doable, what's not, what makes sense, what is logical. So it's almost like you're approaching some kind of change or shift in your life with this practicality of, it doesn't make sense for me to keep holding on to this one thing, especially if I have, you know, a new path opening up for me. I think it's time for me to finally put something down so I can make room for something else. And so you are planning accordingly. You're in planning mode, is what it feels like. You are getting ready to make some kind of change and shift, but it's also like you're strategizing how you're going to make that change, or how you're going to make that shift, and where you're going to go from here, and how you're going to get there. Yeah. How interesting is that? Five of Wands. So in this particular deck, I always see this as strategy, you know, how am I going to make the right choices, the right decisions? What do I need to do in order for me to kind of get to where I want to go? And I feel like you're also really focusing on what's going to make you happy and what is going to fill your cup. With that Nine of Cups, I feel like you're focused on your happiness, your contentment, what brings you joy. Because it feels like you're also kind of taking your energy back from some kind of situation, maybe a relationship, or, you know, some kind of dynamic where you might have felt like it was really exhausting, or you, you know, expended a lot of your energy into it, but it didn't really yield a whole lot of rewards back. Not that, like, it wasn't a nurturing, nourishing kind of experience, whether that was a relationship or it was in your career, some area in your life where you might have felt like you lost yourself a little bit, or it just didn't resonate or fit right with you. But I feel like you are now focusing on, it's like you're recalibrating, which is what the Queen of Swords is. You're going back to the drawing board, and you're kind of taking assessment of what is useful, what makes sense for me to hold on to, and what's draining me. And you're like in the Five of Wands, you're moving these pieces around to make it fit for something to feel right, for something to fit better with you, to sit well with you. And so that Nine of Cups is all about you investing in your energy into what's going to bring you that happiness and fulfillment and that enjoyment. And that's what you're going to kind of shift and change your energy into. You're going to start to see where there are possibilities and where you can go from here, what doors are still open for you, and how can you take advantage of those. Yeah. I keep hearing conserving energy. So it's like you're choosing to conserve your energy for things that really speak to your soul. Oh, beautiful. Queen of Pentacles. So Queen of Pentacles is someone who nurtures her life and seeking opportunities, like kind of having your eye out. Just like with the Queen of Swords, it's like you're looking for the right kinds of opportunities in order for you to fill your cup. So this is all about you investing in yourself and continuing to grow and nurture your own individual, independent life, your abundance, your stability, being able to provide for yourself and being really strong in that. And I feel like that gives you that happiness. I'm also kind of sensing that there's something about that, something about you nurturing your own life, about nurturing maybe your career, your, if you own a business, like nurturing your business, things like that. I feel like help you connect you. They connect you with who you are. They connect you with yourself. And with the Nine of Cups, there might be, I'm also kind of hearing that you're happy in what you do, that maybe sometimes we are convinced that we need other things, but it's almost like you are seeing that you're actually happy and content with where you are, and that it might just be you, again, reassessing and recalibrating what really matters to you, and not what am I supposed to, what am I not how do I say this? How do we try to convince ourselves that something is supposed to matter when we could just really look inside of ourselves and realize that I don't know if that really matters to me as much as I thought it did. I hope that makes sense. But in a nutshell, this is about you focusing on your own growth. This is about you being happy there and not really needing much outside of that, almost, is what I'm kind of seeing here. Okay, let's keep going. I don't know what's going on with me this week. I feel like I've been stumbling on my words a lot, so I'm apologizing ahead of time for that. Knight of Swords. I almost kind of feel like you're going after some kind of opportunity here. You are putting yourself out there for something. You might be applying for something. I'm kind of seeing you're taking someone up on, wow, okay. I feel like you're taking risks and chances. You're kind of like it's like you're finding clarity with what you want. There may be some kind of opportunity here with the King of Swords and Knight of Swords. It's like there's something you want to apply for, something that you want to go after is kind of what I'm seeing. And something clicks for you. Maybe you might see some kind of opportunity show up for you, and you will intuitively be able to sense that something is right for you, or something has like your name written on it. And I see you like applying for it or going after some kind of opportunity. And it's it is in the unknown, but I also feel like you're really following your intuition here. It's like you're following some kind of trail leading you to some kind of destined path for you. It's almost like there's something hidden. You're seeing into something that really resonates with you. Something has a special meaning. Oh, how interesting. Okay. We have the Four of Cups here, the Tower, and the Ten of Wands. Yeah, see, this is the thing. This is about that something ending, something kind of like you're distancing yourself. That Four of Cups is that vibe that I was getting. You're kind of just within your own self. You're in your own emotions and your own energy, and you're putting something down, like you're ending some kind of cycle that just you're ready to say goodbye to something, ready for something to kind of, and it's something that you've been holding on to. Like she's been holding on to that tower, but it was almost causing more stress for you than anything else, is what you're kind of starting to find. Like as you really take a look at it, you may be finding that something that you've been holding on to is actually way heavier of a burden than you may have realized. And so you kind of retreating and taking your energy back and kind of sitting in some meditative space within yourself, kind of just needing to be with yourself for some time. There's like some clarity that comes in, or some kind of message, or something almost like I feel like the Knight of Swords is an opportunity that's going to pop up and show up for you. And with the King of Swords, it's like you're going to be able to sense that there's something that's meant for you, something coming in here, and it's meant for you. And I feel like it's going to help you move into this new path of yours, or new stage in your life, to help you kind of put this ending. It's going to help you shift out of this ending period, or ending stage. Like they're showing me one of those bulletin boards with, you post, people post like ads on, or like opportunities, or to join some kind of club, or some kind of, it's like a, bulletin board of all of these things that are available. And you can take like the little phone numbers or the contact information. So it's almost something like that, like walking by some kind of bulletin board and seeing some kind of opportunity. And it's going to really stand out to you, and you're going to take it, and that's going to kind of change. It's going to help you shift into this new path. I also feel like you're stepping more into a space where you are recognizing your own value more. Because with that 10 of Wands, I'm kind of feeling like you are realizing maybe where there's some situations or maybe certain people, relationships where you didn't feel like you were valued for what you brought to the table. Like maybe people looked past you or looked over you. And I feel like you're kind of shifting in a sense, in a way where you are going after things or not allowing other people who kind of take advantage or allow you to feel that way about yourself. You're kind of putting all that to the side and putting that behind you. So it's almost like your self-value and your self-worth is being more, you're recognizing it more in yourself. It's growing. It's becoming more front and center for you. Okay, so this is about growth. With the King of Wands and Seven of Pentacles, it's like you worked really hard on something, and you're going after some kind of opportunity. There's something you're really confident about, because King of Wands is a very confident energy. And it's like you've had your eyes set on something. Yeah, and you're starting this new beginning. It's like you are taking what you have learned, what you've accumulated up until now, and you're going to take it with you. There's like this pivot. You're pivoting onto this next route. And you're beginning this fool's journey again, because you're kind of in this transition period right now. You're going to have some new connections. You will have some newer people that come into your life. So if you're feeling kind of like alone, or you don't have a whole lot of people around you right now, it will come. I feel like this new path will invite some newer connections and newer relationships, even just friendships, that are more in resonant with where you are right now. But I feel like there is a message here about being patient with that, because you're in the middle of some kind of like transition. You're closing up a chapter and you're heading on to another one. But I feel like there's some kind of opportunity that will come in that will help you to kind of get on that new path here. And this is like a week of planning and assessing and, trying to plan out your moves, your steps. So drawing up like a brainstorming ideas of what really resonates with you or what makes you happy. I see you focusing on what makes you happy. So you may be even making like a list of things that you would like to see in your life, or experiences that you would like to have more of in your life. So I feel like that's what's coming up here for you. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Hangman. So again, this is about that surrendering. You're letting go. You're letting go of what you don't need to hold on to anymore. And I feel like you're recognizing what that is. So there might have been something that you might not have even realized you were holding on to it. But I feel like there's some kind of epiphany or some kind of realization where you're seeing that you're holding on to something that is not working necessarily, especially like this Tower card. It's not meant for you, or it's not part of your path going forward. And I feel like you're kind of letting that go, and you're giving yourself some time to meditate, to kind of regenerate your energy, to kind of come back to yourself. So there's a very peaceful solitude, healing kind of a vibe to you this week before you step onto this new path. Yeah. So you're getting ready to walk through this new paradigm, this new world for yourself, and patience seems to be that message here, because we have the Temperance and then we have the Patience card here. So patience because I feel like spirit is moving some things around for you as well, like putting some things in your path and taking some things out of your path as well. And then the fruition card is, I feel like you're going to be walking onto a path that has a lot of opportunities that are going to make you really happy, actually. And I feel like a lot of them are going to be highlighting your gifts, like something that you can do really well. It's the perfect opportunities that highlight those talents and those gifts of yours. So it's almost like by doing that, you attract even more opportunities. So you're in alignment with your path, with like who you are or what you can bring to the table. So it's like those opportunities are coming towards you. You're attracting them because you're making space for them and you're shifting your focus in that direction. This is like your time to be seen. That's what I'm seeing. This is your time to be seen. Oh, wow. I think that's for you, Virgo. So horn. If you can't hear it, there's a giant horn and going off outside. As soon as I said, this is your time to be seen. I really do think that. Yeah, deep freeze. So this is about, again, taking that time to rest, to rejuvenate, to kind of like come back to yourself, to allow yourself to heal, and like take as much time as you need. I feel like it's meant for that. Don't put pressure on yourself that I need to be doing things or I need to be getting stuff done. I feel like this is actually a time for you to rest. I feel like this is a time for you to allow yourself to come down or kind of almost detox from something that has been present in your life for a long time. It feels like you're coming down from something or you're detoxing from something. So I feel like this is actually a really good time for rest, relaxation, and connecting with yourself. And don't put too much pressure on trying to get things done or having everything perfectly done and, all the check marks on your to-do list crossed off. I feel like this is more of a time of letting go, surrendering, and just letting things be where they need to be right now and not needing them to be any different. Yeah, sometimes life stings. Yeah, because, and I think that's why this is a time for like that rest and rejuvenation, because it could also be something that you were holding on to that might have caused a bit of, maybe it was like a painful experience or some kind of disappointment, something not working out is what I'm kind of seeing, like something you invested a lot of your energy into, something you really wanted, something to turn out in a certain way, and maybe it didn't go in that direction, but you're being rerouted onto something that is meant for you, because I feel like this new path is going to be in alignment with who you are and what you can offer. It's going to help you to shine and be seen in the ways that are meant for you. And I feel like this transition period is helping you to kind of process the past, process what is being shed, what you're shedding. And so you can make that room. And once you walk onto this new path, you have this clarity and this, like this free space. Your space is being freed up right now. So allowing that process to happen is going to be important. And then we also have take time out. Exactly. So this is, again, about hibernation. I feel like you're going into hibernation mode, and allowing yourself to rejuvenate, and then you are never alone. Yeah. So this is all about comfort, rest, rejuvenation, taking time for yourself and allowing things to kind of come to you when they're ready to come to you. I feel like there is something waiting for you. And it's like, we can't even rush it, even if we wanted to. It's almost like that. So allowing ourselves to just kind of surrender and go with the changes and go with whatever is the right time. There's divine timing is going to be a big role here. And in the meantime, kind of continuing to release, continuing to heal, is going to be really important. So if there's not much kind of happening externally right now, they will come in. But as we're waiting, I feel like this is a time to heal. This is a time to kind of to release and cultivate, or not even cultivate, just be with yourself and connect. Yeah, it's simple. It's not simple, but it's simple instructions, I guess. But yeah, it's a time for rest for you, Virgo. So I hope that was helpful, and this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you for next week. Bye, Virgo.